everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup could be an interesting one. The Bears rank in the top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Falcons defense that believes in itself.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. This will be fielded at the 6. And an alley to run.
Let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Off of play action. Luck. Now he's forced out left. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gano out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the D looking like they may blitz. Here's Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, here's Luck. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gano out to kick this one away. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Caught right side, Tate. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Operating from the gun. Burke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. To throw on 2nd down. Burke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on 3rd and long. Burke. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's got it up and through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They begin the drive with Johnson. Oh, he's got some David Johnson on his way. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 47 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
To throw is Locke. Rolling to his right, and that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And this one is right down the middle. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Burke drops it off for Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down following the run. They will run again with Coleman. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Halfback sent in motion. On first down, Burke. The 20. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. And give him a gain of 37. Coleman now. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Looking to throw on second down. Burke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants it.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards. Now a first down throw. Luck. And that'll be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll fake it. Now Locke. He'll buy some time right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Luck throwing again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Santos. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A first down carry here for Johnson. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
To throw on second down is Locke. Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Shift together here from the D-line. Operating from the gun, Burke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate, and he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The motion man is Tate. Back to throw, Burke. And this one hauled in by Will Tye. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down. On 1st and 10, Burke. It's brought in left side by Tate.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
To throw on second down. Burke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now Luck, flushed out right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Second and 10, Luck again. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down. Burke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Over the middle, complete. It's Owens. That one goes for 24 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And he puts it through. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Room here to run. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
On first down, Burke. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Off play action, Burke. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit, and the Lions adding more points to their total, extending that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A final shot before the break. Luck. And he rifles one incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups We're going to see him when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. On 1st and 10, Burke eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Looking to throw. Burke. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Gets past one man. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Luck. James has got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now it's Luck. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The road to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Burke. And he fends him off. And now running right. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. but I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come up to 6.
A lot of points. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Space to run past the 20, and down inside the 15 he goes. That good for 19 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Throwing on first down. Burke. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, Burke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And it's up and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. A beautiful fake. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
His throw incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Owens. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here Detroit!
The motion man is Tate. Back to throw. Burke. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
After the interception, it's Love. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he motions the wide receiver. On 2nd down, Johnson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They're down here in the 3rd quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. And even 40 yards.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st down, Locke. Over the middle, the tight end Shaheen with it. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Just 1 yard to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Love. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Here's Luck now on second down. Flushed out right. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
3rd and long. It's Luck. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Fielded at the 43. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tate, and he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go now.
On first down, Burke. The swing pass caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Out of the gun, Luck. And now here is another interception. Darren Lee picks it, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On 1st and 10, Burke. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing again, Burke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Burke. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19 now, Barney.
Looking to throw, Burke. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. One up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some space here. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They run the counter now on first down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They give to Johnson going right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The Bears on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Locke. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they will start out in great shape up very close to midfield.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. This loss means they will not reach their goal of at least being a 500 ball club. And when you don't reach that benchmark, it's an unhappy fan base, front office. Everyone is unhappy.
And you know in today's NFL, if you don't even get to 500, that puts everyone's job in jeopardy. That's talking about front office people, coaches, players, everyone, because that's just simply unacceptable in today's football.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.